started, remember, we started at the head. So we looked at the head and we said we had the forward part of the head, which we could use for headbutts. Boom! Yeah? We also had the side of the head, which we could also use for headbutts as well, where we could use the side of the head as maybe where we were clinched like this, where I could just take the side of my head and just slam it straight into the side of Clive's head. Yeah? I can slam it straight into the side of his face. Bam! So I have the top of the head, bang, I have the side of the head, and I also have this part of my head here where I can just drive straight up into Clive's face. Yeah? So it is a tool that I have, and that's a target that I can employ the tool upon. Yeah? Okay. Moving on down the head, what we had next was we had the melt. The melt I can use to spit, and I'll create a flinch immediately. Okay, and this is the type of flinch that I get because spitting is so socially unacceptable. A lot of people don't use it, they don't do it, and people don't expect it. And it's now the thing about spitting, the best explanation I had for spitting came from Richard Dimitri, and the spitting was like sneezing, ha, chew, yeah. But you take out the ha and you just give them the chew, because when I go ha, chew, it's telegraphing. So it's just chew. And the very same with the headbutt. With the headbutt, it was ha, chew. When you're throwing a headbutt, you're taking out the ha and you just go chew. Okay, so it's just the head, it's just shooting immediately forward. BAM! So it's non-telegraphic, yeah? As least telegraphic as possible. And the very same with the spitting, it's not. It's just. Now, the organ to produce spittle will be shut off immediately under the side effects of adrenal stress, because the organ to produce spittle is the organ to assist in the digestion of food. That's why spittle is produced in your mouth. When you start working in the sympathetic side of the nervous system, it's shutting down all these organs that it doesn't need because it's preparing you for battle and concentrate on your major organs. Yeah? So spitting may not be available, there may not be saliva in my mouth because I will suffer a dry mouth when I start suffering the side effects of adrenal stress. But even the very fact that I'm just blowing air into his face, there's not any spittle in your face there, but it's just air, and the very fact that it's being blown in, and he thinks it's spittle, I'm creating a flinch from him immediately. But also if I was taking a shot and wham, just fucking slam me into the side of the face, there may be blood in there, probably bit the side of my cheek, losing the tooth, bit my tongue, so there may be blood in there, and I spit that blood straight back up into his face. So remember, it's a psychological attack as well, okay? What I also have available for me from the mouth is biting. And when I bite, what animal bites?
Dogs.
Dogs. And what way does a dog bite?
Was it grow?
Oh yeah. And what way though does he use this? He latches on and he uses his fucking head and he shakes and he fucking rips and he tears this flesh. But he also lets you know that he's fucking biting you. Who here has a Jack Russell?
Yeah.
The little bastards. What do they do? They latch onto your fucking trousers, right? And they're like this, and they're fucking swinging him around the room, right? And he's still growling like fuck. Because in his mind, I'm fucking ripping into you. You're laughing at the little fuck. The fuck off, you little leg humper. But he's letting you know that he's fucking biting you, yeah? Now the thing about biting is he may not feel the effect of the bite immediately, especially if he's wearing padded clothing or he's wearing a leather jacket or something like that. But the very fact that I'm latching on and fucking growling and he thinks there's a werewolf trying to chew through his fucking ribcage here with all his organs, I will create a flinch, I will create a distance. So when I bite, I let him know that I'm biting. And you see the reaction that I'm getting from Clive, his white teeth even sunk into there. And a good drill to do with people for biting is, here's what's going to happen here, Clive, right? I'm going to bite you, and as soon as you feel the effect of the bite, yeah, I just want you to tap me and I'll stop biting you, yeah? Okay.
Oh.
Right, you ready? Okay. I was biting Clive for about 2 seconds there before he tapped me. Would that be right? Because so, some people can say, adrenaline pumping through my body, it's only a bite, it's only a fucking bite, it's only a bite, and they have a very high pain threshold. Yeah. This one I'm going to bite you, right? As soon as,
oh wow, nice.
As soon as you feel the effects of this bite, yeah. I just want you to tap me, yeah? Did I bite? Why are you tapping me?
It's a hurt. It's a hurt.
Because, brain, communicating, fuck, come try to gnaw into me, get the fuck off me, yeah? But I didn't actually bite him there. So even if I don't have a bite, like, look at the effect I'm having, and immediately I'm just going up into the vulnerable parts of his body, okay? So biting, when you bite, let him know that you're biting. And let everybody else on him know, I'm fucking nodding into this cunt. So if anybody else trying to interfere, whoa, that guy's a fucking werewolf there, I'm not taking him on, yeah? Okay, front of the head, side of the head, spits, bites, Also what we have then, moving on down, we have the neck. Remember we said we can use the neck and the head to start isolating and sealing off different parts of his body. If I don't seal off the head there and I find myself here, his head is open to straight clean. Whoa! But if we start sealing it off, his head is no longer open and I'm just starting to go other places. Yeah? Also, I can isolate off his arm here just using the neck and I can still start attacking vulnerable parts of his body. If I don't isolate that off, boom! He's leaving me up for those. Remember.